To learn in my town. Oh, you're saying in my town. Oh, very territorial. This is my town. Hi there, and thank you for submitting your letter for assessment at IELTS Juice. The rubric says, your English-speaking friend who lives in your own town. So you live in the same town, and it's a town, not a city, has asked for your advice about learning a new sport. Fair? Good? You are such a sport guru that this guy wants your take on that. So all good. Write an email to your friend, and in your email, we need to recommend a new sport that would be suitable for your friend to learn, naturally. We need to explain how your friend could learn this sport. And finally, we're going to suggest that you both learn this sport. Let me break down this with the elements here. You have an English-speaking friend. You can start thinking like where this friend comes from. Australia, Canada, the US. But this person speaks English and lives in your town. So you're an English learner. So your mother tongue is not English. So your town, the people in your town do not speak English. And you have a friend who lives there. That friend asked you for any information about a new sport. And you just, now it's your turn to get back and respond to your friend. So you are not starting this letter or this communication or this email. Your friend has already started it. So you are now going to respond. It's the second element after the first time that he or she, your friend, English-speaking friend, started the communication. You are now responding to it. And then you are going to write 3 bullet points. So the bullet points is basically what the sport is, and you just need to basically say what it is and why it is suitable. Then you can tell your friend the path to learning that, and finally you can suggest that, hey, is it a good idea that I also join you? And then the whole thing starts. Let's read the email. Thank God IELTS changed letters to emails in their rubrics. All right, so this guy's name is Ali. Dear Ali, hope you are doing great. All right, this is an informal letter because it's a casual letter. You're talking to your friend, so that's completely fine. You can say, hope you're doing great. It's a very casual way to start your email. It's great to see you've moved into my town. Present perfect. We don't know when exactly that happened. So this is good. We can catch up and do lots of fun. Fun is, that's it. Fun doesn't get a plural form like this. And lots is informal. Again, very good for this context because you are writing an informal letter. So you use informal language. And together is spelled that way. I'm writing to let you know about the type of sport you've asked. You've asked me. Like, ask me any questions. Ask me. You have asked me to learn in my town. Oh, you're saying in my town. Oh, very territorial. This is my town. I'd be more than happy, good structure, to help you through your decision-making process. Yeah, if decision-making is a compound adjective, you need a noun. So you need a noun. There's a missing noun here. What comes to my mind is learning soccer would be a good choice. What comes to my mind is learning soccer would be a good choice. A little, the structure is not very clear. It's a little not common. You could say, what comes to my mind is soccer. What do you think? Would it be a good choice? That would sound more logical. Now we start the very first body paragraph. So in the first paragraph, we basically started casually and we introduced soccer as the type of sport we would like to focus on. The second one, I'd recommend soccer as the best option since, spelling error, there are enough facilities around, there are a lot of facilities around for that. Okay. Because our soccer team has a good reputation nationwide, that's all one word, not nation-wise, not from the nation's perspective, nationwide, I mean all over the country. So the focus, too many because, then so, it's a little bit overused. So the focus of the city's authorities is, because the subject is the focus, is singular, on soccer in my town. You keep saying in my town. I have this feeling like this is like a cowboy movie where people say this town ain't big enough for both of us. This is my town. You go out. You go out. You could say, you could really just come up with a name for the town. I don't know, any town that is not in an English-speaking country. For example, London is not acceptable here. You can say Rio. You know, you can spell it easily. And it's very famous for soccer. The stadiums are accessible, spelling error, by public transport throughout the week. Actually, there is a Hansi Club that you can join. I assume it's a name, so that's why there is capital H. And I don't know how to pronounce it, so I hope Hansi is correct. I know Hennessy, but that's a different club. That's nothing to do with sport, it's quite the opposite. Anyway, you can join, which belongs to a local school and is the closest to your place. Okay, which belongs to a local, yeah, you can join, you join a place, like join this team. You don't have to join and then another preposition. All right, in this paragraph, I understood why you're offering soccer, why it's a good idea. We're basically explaining how your friend can learn by introducing these stadiums and then clubs that are reputable and very, very nationwide. They're well known. So all good. Then we move on to the third body paragraph. If that is your choice, we need, this guy hasn't made his, or it's Ali, so it's a male. He hasn't made his decision yet. So we need present simple, we need a real scenario actually. That's why we need first conditional. If that would be your choice, assumes that it's very imaginary. It's not imaginary. Your friend is going to make a decision. This is going to happen. It is very real. So we need first conditional statement or sentence. So if that is your choice, if that comes to be your choice, then you need present simple or future structure to complete the registration, spelling error again, form online. Okay, we say the registration, but we don't give any information about which registration, where? On the website? It's a piece of paper. Where is it? We don't give the information, and we simply say the registration. It's when you want to go to a public office and you say hi, and they say, okay, well, how can we help you today? And you say, yeah, I'm here just to extend my driver's license. And they say, good, fill in the form. And they point at a box of variety of forms with codes on them. And you need to say, oh, with the form, what form, which form, what number, what code, which area, what title, that's confusing. So the officer's job there is to tell you that go over there is a form called number 10 double dash blah blah blah, and then you please fill out that form and then come back over here. That is the way to respectfully and responsibly respond to your request. They have 12 months of training that costs you 20 bucks. Good word. That A is redundant. Once you sign up, again, first conditional, once you sign up, you will have access to the school library as well, comma, free of charge. That's extra information. In the soccer club, another comma, because that's information before the subject. This is our subject. They will teach you the basic skills required for soccer. Now we are giving, again, extra information. So we have comma, like how to pass to your teammates and so on. That's good. Although they teach you a lot of stuff, I don't like that. This is not an error, but stuff is an informal word. Yes, this is an informal letter. It fits here. There's no error here. The tone is also okay. But generally speaking, stuff is not a very good word. It's very lazy. They teach you stuff. Yeah, there's stuff. You just go through. That's very lazy. Maybe we could say they teach you everything from A to Z about this particular topic. That sounds slightly better. Still not optimum, but saying everything from A to Z may sound a little better than stuff. Their training uncountable, with their world-renowned instructors is, because of training, subject-verb agreement, limited to the fundamentals of soccer. Yeah, the fundamentals of soccer. Okay, very good. There's a general understanding. It is around, suggests that you both, it is still, you're on the second part. You're explaining how your friend could learn this particular sport and what they teach him. This is the final one. This is where you shine. I was actually planning to join the club and would be awesome if you could. Now this is imaginary because it's hypothetical. It may happen, it may not happen, but you're imagining. You're like, yeah, it would be awesome if we could go there together, huh? Now that's this is still imaginary. You still don't know if it's going to happen or not, but that would sound great, right? So you could accompany, not company is a noun. Accompany is the verb, means to keep my company, to come with me, accompany me. It'd be more fun if we did it together. Second conditional again, because it is still imaginary. You still don't know what your friend would respond. Your friend might come out and say, no, it's something I need to do myself. Thank you for your help. Goodbye. Maybe. But if that's the case, then that friend is not worth having. You need to find another English-speaking friend. Okay. What could be better than this? Again, informal, just too many question marks. Yeah, the one is a little too much. FYI, very informal. I am thinking the 1st of July would be ideal for me. Okay. Or you could say, I'm thinking of the 1st of July, which would be ideal for me. Either this, you remove off, or you introduce which in the middle. So you need to decide which one. Please let me know your availability, uncountable, so that we can plan it. Let me know how things go and get back to me as soon as you can. Best. And this is a very good sentence, very good closing, very good valediction. The valediction is actually in line with the tone of this email. And you spent 305 words on it. That's a lot. Let's look at the band descriptors. Well, I can tell you the tone was my favorite. You covered all the bullet points very well. And some of them are more fully, like the second bullet point received a lot of love. 2 paragraphs for the second bullet point, 1 paragraph for the others. It's fine, but one is more fully developed than the others, and the others are also well developed. That's the difference. We just don't have a good balance here. As for coherence and cohesion, it's a very informal letter, so it doesn't have that's clear-cut structure. It is organized coherently, generally, overall. You understand what you are saying, everything there. There's a little bit of overuse of some discourse markers, some referencing. I said, like, we say the, and we don't know exactly what you're referring us to. But the paragraphs were very strong. I mean, each paragraph, inside each paragraph, we knew what we were going to talk about. We had limited range of vocabulary. Limited means adequate. Like it's just enough. But there is more to your English. I can feel it. I see there are attempts, but attempts are not always successful for writing these less common vocabulary items. The good news is that the errors do not affect my understanding for vocabulary, but that's not the case for grammar because, yeah, in a couple of scenarios, in a couple of sentences, the errors affected my understanding. Particularly, we need to understand why we use first conditional or second conditional sentences. We need to know why we are using them. We need to know how we are using relative clauses. If we are trying to use them, but we do not execute them correctly, they will be damaging to our letters or essays. Letters in general, task 1s and task 2s. That's the same. That's why the structures are the ones that they absolutely need attention. 6 is a healthy score for this particular task 1. I know you can do better. For that, we have improved this report, task 1 letter, and you can, there's the link we put for you. Click on the link and it will take you to the IELTS Juice website where you can see the improved version of this very letter that you wrote. And I hope next time I'll be assessing more task 1s or task 2s from you. Take care.